guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really excited to show you guys how I put my wig on and how I did my glam. I did my hair last night, and this morning I woke up and decided to do glam because we're still in quarantine. This wig is from my brand and I'm really proud of the quality. I've been having this same vendor for over a year now, and honestly I love it. I'm obsessed. Ring that bell, because I'm going to be coming through with a lot more content. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay guys, so this is my natural hair. It's very thick and I usually need really tiny flat braids in order to be able to do bobs and things like this. I am limited because of our social distance order, so I decided it would be a good idea to just do this video without having the braids in my hair. And also, this is a good technique for people that don't have a lot of hair, but I think this install will only last you about 3 days maybe. Having the braids helps your hair stay up, because your hair will come from the bottom of that cap. The braids just are security. But in this video I really wanted to teach y'all how to do y'all's hairline, so that's really what we're going to focus on. So we're just going to pretend my hair is braided. Okay, so now I'm about to melt my cap to my face. I know a lot of people use the Got2b hairspray. I used to use that too. You can also use the gel. It's really just whatever you prefer. This is my preference. So learn them all and then see what you like for you. What I love about the wigs is the versatility. Not just one thing only works. You could just find your technique. So anyways, so I stay right on top of my hairline, because if you come out too far, remember you're going to need to lay your lace over that. So you want it as close on top of your hairline as possible. I have to be really patient. When the glue is wet, it's white. When it's dry, it's clear. And you want it to go all the way clear. You can't have little whitey cloudiness because it's not ready. If you try to cut the cap when it's not ready, then it's just gonna not stick to your forehead. It's gonna come up and you're gonna have to redo the whole thing. Because believe it or not, it's actually really hard to glue a piece down after it's come up. It's a serious pain. I actually have a technique for that, but maybe I'll put that in another video. This actually was really complicated, you guys, because I'm doing this whole install with no mirror. We didn't have a mirror. I'm staying at my friend's house for quarantine, and I just have this mirror on the back of my phone case, and that's honestly what I'm using to look into that. And I'll glance at the monitor. But yeah, so your girl, I think I get a pat on the shoulder for that. I did a whole wig install with no real mirror. So look at me. That's my mirror. Whenever you guys cut it, give it a nice tug up so that you're cutting as much material as you can. You want it to look like skin. So I actually cleaned my hairline with alcohol. I thought it recorded, but it didn't. I didn't notice that until I was already editing. So just know to take 91% alcohol with a Q-tip or a cotton ball and just clean your hairline really good, and you'll actually see a lot of dirt, oil, and makeup. It really does a good job of cleaning up away things that will get in the way of the glue sticking for a longer time. You take really, really good care of it. It could last you a week and a half, 2 weeks. But I always take mine off after about 3 or 4 days, and that's just because I have the ability to do my own wigs, so I can take it on and off whenever I want. And I'm faster, because the more you do it, the faster you get. I encourage you guys to practice. It's really not hard. It just takes repetition. Just, take your time. And as you can see, I'm being very precise with these little dots. Clean application is important for a clean install. A lot of people go kind of crazy, so I like to do the dots because it gives me an idea of how much glue I'm putting in one spot. So I put a more liberal amount right here because I have the cap, so the cap really helps protect your hair, and I wanted to keep her on for about 4 or 5 days, which I believe I did. I think I had her on for about 5 days till I took her off. And whenever you go a little further back like this, it just gives my front part of my wig more room to stick. So you see that part? Still not ready. Look at me sipping on Henny, having a good old time, jamming. So I prepared the wig the night before, and you just cut that lace off the back first before you go any further. Boom. Okay, so here is where it gets a bit tricky. I know I make it look easy, but just pay attention. So you can actually move the wig around. Like when you kind of stick her down, like it'll kind of hold, but she's really sitting on top of the glue. So you still have the ability to move it around. So play with it, move it around to see what looks best. And then when you're ready, then push her down and use that pressure. Like when I do my installs, I go in. Like I get in there. You could just see my neck muscles bulge. This was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Doing the lace on yourself is already hard. Like that part, the cutting it, you know? Actually, it's not hard. This part was so hard without a real mirror to look into. Doing it with a mirror that I had to hold was really, really hard. So I had to really know, it was just hard. So yeah, you just want to push her and push, and then I get an elastic band, and then I wrap it around my hairline for about 10 minutes. Then that's what I look like after. Then that's my favorite hair product of all time. Well, one of them, definitely in my top 5. It's the Nairobi foaming lotion, and she just helps mold the hair the direction that you want without going hard and flaky. It's not gel, it's not mousse, it's not hairspray, but it works amazing. So voila, now we're getting into the makeup. Now a lot of people have asked me about how I protect my hair while I do my makeup, and this is how. I get a little head wrap like that, and then sometimes I'll even put a bonnet over it, but this time I just didn't feel like it, and I should have, but whatever. So this technique I actually learned from Scott Barnes. I've actually been obsessed with him since quarantine started, and I've just been I've heard of him, but I didn't really know who he was. I didn't really look at his his art. Man, he's become one of my favorite makeup artists. I'm honestly so sad I didn't know who he was before, because my makeup would have been on point. Because honestly, I love the way my makeup came out. This was a really good technique, and if you guys watch his tutorial, he goes really into depth about it, and just why he does what he does and how he marries the colors together. He's an actual artist. He does painting, so he just, I don't know, he just blew my mind. So yeah, so I am watching the Scott Barnes tutorial, and it just gave me a really nice glow. I'll put a list of all the products that I used. I'm not a makeup artist, but I do love to play with makeup, and I am always getting this stuff and playing with it. So I'll definitely leave a list of all the products I use in the description box. The technique that he does for your lips too is amazing. He tells you to you go around your lips with contour, and then you put the foundation over it, and it just is this seamless blend. I should have put the bonnet. Look at that. But I just clean it with alcohol. That's another thing that didn't record. For some reason, alcohol had no appearance on this show. Well, only the Henny. I just used a paper towel with 91% alcohol, and I just rubbed it until it went away. Just rub it. Alcohol helps get makeup off. Like, alcohol will get makeup off your makeup brushes. So just be specific in the area. Don't get it everywhere, because you don't want to dry out your hair more than necessary. And so, one thing I learned about powders, if you don't already know, I used to just swish it all over the place. Now I like powder. You pack it on first, and then swirl it around. Look at me. Putting on eyelashes for me is really hard sometimes. Sometimes I don't get it all the way to my lid. So my best friend always is like, girl, move it up a little bit. Or she'll try to fix it. So anytime I do my lashes, I think of her. And I have her in the back of my head telling me, make sure it's all the way to your lid. I'm just like... Okay guys, so when the headband comes off, I get like a small little brush. And I just blend up. I don't get it on my lace. That's very important. Very, very important. And so I had already straightened my hair. I didn't really want to put like a bunch of heat, so I kind of like just went over it. You don't have to straighten your hair every day, guys. You actually want to limit how much heat you put on your wig, because you don't want to start to fry her. You want to always use heat protectant and take really good care of it. And use low heat. Try to keep the heat under 350 degrees. Oh, and here's a little tip. Whenever you put products in your hair, put it all over your hands. Rub it on your hands like lotion, because when the back of your fingers and the back of your hands touch the hair, then you'll get product on it. If you're only focusing on your palms, then it's only going to be where your palms touch. And when you put your hands through your hair, like all sides of your hands are touching the hair. So that's something I learned in beauty school, so I always do it. This is my install. I hope you guys learned. If you guys have any questions, please ask in the comments. I will be responding. So don't forget to subscribe. When I get to 500 subscribers, I will be gifting a platinum blonde wig. But you have to be a subscriber, okay? So don't forget. She look cute though, huh?